You know, it's a hard one to call, and I'm going to tell you why it's a hard one to call. It's a hard one to call because it'll all be predicated upon how Canelo approaches the fight. If Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man and he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove the world that he's still the best, he might win. So it all depends on which Canelo come to the dance.
They've both got the firepower and the experience and the finishing to beat each other. If one of them gets hit with a massive shot, it won't just be one shot. It'll be one shot followed by 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, and at least someone's going to go down. That I can see that happening both ways. They're both that good. You know, they've both got great chins, but once again, something's got to give. Something's got to break on one of them. And who is it that has less miles on the clock? Who is it? You know, they're both proven they've got the heart and they've got the punch variety. They're both like if they were computer games, everything would be at sort of near the top. Everything was like it'd be 9 and 10 out the whole way across the board. Defensively, you know, experience. It's every single element. They're two perfect boxers mixing it. So you just don't know. What's going to happen. I can't pick a winner. I was picking Canelo to start off with until I've started thinking about it and seeing them next to each other and thinking, okay, I was just in my mind thinking it was 3 or 4 inches difference in size and they look the same.
Oh, yeah. My advice to him is as he's moving up to his upcoming fight, make sure that he focus on speed. He focus on how to improve his strength and while maintaining the speed.
You're ready to take back.
Yeah.
I expect the fight to be very competitive for the first 6 rounds, and then Canelo to take over and dominate.
Massive, dude. This is the biggest fight of the year. This opportunity for Terence Crawford to become 3 division undisputed is insane. Canelo is the biggest star in the sport, and for him to be able to one more time go out there and prove why he's been able to jump from 150 to 4 to 60 to 168 and show people that he is still the man is a massive opportunity for him to add on to his legacy. This is a legacy-making fight for Terence Crawford. It's another legacy fight for Canelo, and I'm rolling with Saul, man. Canelo Alvarez is who I'm going with. He just has so much experience in big fights. He does have an answer, it seems like, for a lot of different styles, and I just feel like he doesn't have to make as much adjustments and concessions as Terence Crawford does, moving up in weight, training at that weight, fighting at that weight, and just all the nuances that come with fighting Canelo, because everybody just thinks, oh, Canelo is just a flat-footed guy, then head movement, upper body movement, and he's just going to tag you with power punches. People forget who Canelo was at 160, and even he came into 168. I expect that Canelo to show up on September 13th. No, Terence Crawford is not a guy that's going to get, I mean, he may get nervous, but it's not something that's like, oh, it's going to affect him in the fight.
Yeah.
He's a dog, man. Terence Crawford's a dog, and that's why you love this fight, because it's not something where it's like, oh, here goes another Canelo win, or oh, Terence Crawford, another. This is a real fight, and for Terence, man, his personality is compete at everything. He wants to compete with you in video games, board games, chess. He wants to run a 40-yard sprint and beat you. So this guy is not accustomed to losing, right? He's undefeated. So yeah, anytime I'm around Terence, he's grabbing you on the wrist and trying to wrestle you, or you talk about American football, he's like, let's go throw right now. You know, he wants to do all of it. So I expect that same attitude that he's brought into every fight to be in this one. And this is why, as much as I say I think Canelo Alvarez is going to win, one side of my brain is like, dude, you're crazy. You've been in the room with that guy. You know how big he is. You know how strong he is, and you know his competitive mindset. So I flip back and forth every day because Terence Crawford is that good.
I think it's great for boxing. I think we want to see the best fight the best. And even though there's been a difference in weight divisions here, I think that, you know, people clamor for big names and big fights and guys who are great to fight each other. So being for the institution, and I am for the institution of boxing, I think Canelo has been great for boxing, and I think Terence Crawford has been great for boxing. So how this is going to play out exactly, I don't know. You know, Terence Crawford is older, and Canelo has, what, twice as many rounds? So I don't know how that combination ends up. You know, the weight difference, Canelo's going to be a bigger man, and a bigger frame, and coming up in that weight. So I think it's just going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be at the Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders play, and it's going to be filled up, and we're going to have a huge, huge night for boxing for the world to see.
On follow-up, do you feel like Terence Crawford has the style to cause Canelo problems?
Does he have the style to what?
Cause Canelo problems.
Terence Crawford's a great fighter. Terence Crawford can give anybody problems. Whether or not he will, I don't have that crystal ball. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But Terence Crawford knows what to do.
I'm pulling for Crawford in this one. I think people are underestimating his strength right now and his size. And I think he's a little more hungry than Canelo. So let's see, though. But I like both guys, but I'm a little closer to Crawford, so I want to see Crawford can take it.
Terence got to be Terence, bro. He's a real deep thinker. He processed fights like nobody else. And he's processed this Canelo fight. He's seen it. He went through it 2 or 3 times already. He knows how this ends. You can tell the way he shadow boxes. He visualizing Canelo being right there in front of him. You understand? Look at the movement. That's all you got to do. Look at the movement. And that's the type of master boxer that Canelo is going to be facing. And the only thing I say is Canelo hasn't faced an opponent like this in a long time. You know what I mean? I think Canelo's going to have to go back to the Caleb Plant fight and look that good, that active, that, you feel me, moving with that type of grace to beat Terence Crawford. Because weight ain't going to make the difference. It ain't going to be the weight. It's going to be the skill set. It's going to be the skill set and how bad they want it. Because both of them going to get challenged like they've never been challenged before. I mean, we're going to see can one pull victory from defeat in the biggest fight of the century, bro. Biggest fight of the century. I can't wait, man.
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, you said Canelo and Crawford.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. He came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. 60 years of boxing. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing? Absolutely. Let's go. I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 VADA, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
I like the fight because I believe that it's a good fight. I just know that, coming at 168 with the Kingpin at 168, it's an uphill battle for Crawford. So if anybody could do it, though, it could be Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But even Crawford jumped line and jumped in front of Benavidez. So for me, it's like real boxers, real trainers, real fight folks. We want to see Benavidez and Canelo. Even the Cuban guy, what's his name, that fought Benavidez last? David Morrell. He had to jump in line just to keep Benavidez busy. He jumped out the gym with 11, 12 fights, he's a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think Shiraz against him or Shiraz against, Benavidez before they go to Canelo. But Canelo next fight needs to be Benavidez, just like Shakur Stevenson needs to fight Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people jumping in lines while these guys are protecting their O's or protecting their win column. Fighters want to see fights. Fans want to see fights. We're all fight fans. World Championship coach, trainer. I'm still a fan of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I've been that. I've been a pugilist. I'm a fan. I'm all the above. So I want to see the fights that make me want to go sit ringside.
Well, I didn't have time in sparring, but I had at least over 15 years of knowing him, amateur, professional. I've seen where he started. I've seen how he's gotten better over time, but I also just know what resides in him. He's a dog. He's a beast. and he's out to prove something too. So I'm excited about this fight. Canelo obviously is self-explanatory. There's really no need to go down the rabbit hole when it comes to him. But I do see this being as a 50-50 fight. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on Crawford. But also too, you can't count Canelo out. I mean, he's would go in, I'm assuming, as the favorite, which is rightfully so.
In my opinion, Crawford is more smarter. Both guys are smart, but Crawford is more like plastic. He always, go inside in the water very slowly, not like jump inside and start to fight. But Canelo, they always start to fight like from the first round, and he wanna fight very hard because he's strong. He's like Crawford is water, Canelo's a stone, and I think this time Crawford, my opinion, 60%, Crawford 40%.